My name's Craig Godsey. I put this together. Just wanted to give the public an opportunity to speak about the meeting that they're getting ready to have on Thursday. It's a working session, which means there is no comment by the public at that time. You just sit there and you listen. That's all it is. In my opinion, I thought that was backwards. They should have had some kind of forum first. And this was my way of trying to make sure that that happened. At least somebody has an opportunity to speak. From my perspective, I have a daughter at Nemore. She's in 6th grade. We got to make a decision on where to go next year. That's why I have an actual, it's pertinent to me. If BMS is my only option, I'll go somewhere else. That is my feeling. I'll take her to SCA or to Greene County, I don't care. But I will not put her in that school. I don't know that everybody else has that same feeling. And I'd like to hear what you have to say, for and against. Everybody's welcome. Please share your opinions. If you have any solutions, recommendations, share them. Let everybody hear it. We got the Zephyr here. It's going to be on his website. People that want to know what the public has to say will hear it. Okay? Does anybody have any questions up front? Okay, so all I want is everybody to be respectful of this facility. Mr. Scott there has allowed us to be here as well as his members. Let's be respectful of everybody that we're going to talk about. We're not here to call out anybody individually, disparage anybody. Please be respectful. Okay, does anybody want to come up and speak?
I'll start. So just to kind of piggyback on what Craig said, this was Craig's idea. Carly and I are kind of wingmen, I guess. But we've been invested in it for quite a while. And so a few things that I made some notes about because I wanted it to be clear, like what our goal in this is. Like Craig said, we're not here to like talk bad about people or people that we might have elected, like put them down or whatever, or people that used to be on the board or things like that. I think that a lot of times people will assume that we kind of have this angst or this vendetta against people, and that's not really how we operate. Like we don't, but it sometimes comes across that way. So I just wanted to be clear that that's not really our goal here. Like our goal in this and carrying this out is, like Craig said, to get community involvement. And I'm glad that you all are here. I recognize some faces, but I'm not always great with names. So, and then also something that Craig said that I want to reiterate is that, first of all, this is not sponsored by NLCS, not sponsored by any of the board members. So some people had kind of indicated that they thought it might have been, and so they were asking. We just wanted to be absolutely clear that that is not the case. And we also want to make sure that none of the current board or anybody else really feels like that this meeting is any kind of substitution for a meeting that we feel like the board still needs to have. Because they can talk about it all they want, in their meetings, and they need to have these work sessions. They need to be talking about these things in public, but they also, as I'm assuming you guys feel, they really need to look at the community, because the community's basically the ones that have just not really been heard for the last few years, or been scared to be heard because they might, come across, or people might think that they're just being loud or aggressive or whatever. But this is our community, and so we feel like this is important. So that's Craig. I'm Kayla Hoffman. If you don't know me personally, I'm sure you've seen me on Facebook. And that's Carly right there.